Hey everyone, I'm Sarah, and welcome back to Native Speakers.
And I'm Johnny. We're here to help you master English through real conversations that actually matter in your daily life.
Today we're diving into something super practical, sales conversations. Whether you're selling products, pitching ideas, or just trying to persuade your friend to try that new restaurant, these skills are golden.
Exactly. So grab your notebooks, get comfortable, and let's turn you into a confident English-speaking sales superstar.
All right, Johnny, let me ask you something. When you think about sales conversations, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Honestly, I think about building relationships. You know, sales isn't just about pushing products onto people. It's about connecting, understanding what someone needs, and offering a solution.
That's such a good point. And that's exactly why sales conversations are perfect for learning English. You're not just memorizing vocabulary, you're learning how to read people, use tone effectively, and adapt your language based on the situation.
Right. So let's start with the basics. Sarah, imagine I'm a customer who just walked into your store. I'm looking around, maybe a little unsure. What's the first thing you'd say to me?
Okay, so the opening is crucial. I wouldn't jump right into, "Can I help you?" Because honestly, that sometimes makes people defensive. They might just say, "No, I'm just browsing," and shut down the conversation.
Oh, I hate that question as a customer. It feels like pressure.
Exactly. Instead, I'd use what we call a soft opening. I might say something like, "Hi there, how's your day going so far?" Or, "Welcome in. Feel free to look around, and if you have any questions, I'm right here."
I love that. It's friendly, it's low pressure, and it opens the door for conversation without forcing it. Let's practice this. I'll be the customer walking in.
Perfect.
Walking motion, looking around casually.
Hi, welcome to Tech World. How's your afternoon treating you?
Oh, not bad. Just looking for a new laptop. Mine finally gave up on me this morning.
Oh no, that's always the worst timing, isn't it? Well, you've come to the right place. What kind of work do you usually do on your laptop?
See what you did there? You didn't immediately show me the laptops. You asked about my needs first.
Exactly. This is called needs-based selling, and it's fundamental in both sales and in natural English conversation. You're showing genuine interest. The question, "What kind of work do you usually do?" is open-ended, which means I can't just answer with yes or no.
And open-ended questions are key in English conversations. They keep the dialogue flowing. Compare that to, "Do you need a laptop?" which just gets a yes and then awkward silence.
Right. So let me continue as the customer. Well, I do a lot of graphic design work, some video editing, and I'm constantly jumping between different projects. I need something fast that won't crash when I have 20 tabs open.
Okay, perfect. Now you've given me information. As a salesperson, I need to do what we call active listening. That means I'm not just waiting for my turn to talk. I'm actually processing what you said and responding specifically to your needs.
So how would you respond?
I'd say something like, "Got it. So you need serious processing power and lots of RAM to handle multitasking. Video editing especially eats up memory. I'm thinking you'd want at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, probably 32 gigabytes if you want to future-proof it." Does that sound about right?
Ooh, nice. You did several things there. First, you showed you were listening by repeating back the key information: graphic design, video editing, multitasking. Second, you demonstrated expertise by mentioning specific technical details. And third, you ended with a confirmation question.
That confirmation question is so important. Does that sound about right? Or is that what you're thinking? These phrases invite collaboration. You're not telling the customer what they need, you're working with them.
This is actually a great language lesson, too. In English, especially in American and British business culture, we tend to soften our statements. We don't say, "You must buy this," or "This is what you need." We say, "You might want to consider," or "I'd recommend," or "It sounds like this could work for you."
Yes, these are called hedging phrases, and they make you sound more polite and professional. Let's list some common ones.
Great idea. So we have, "You might want to," "It could be beneficial to," "I'd suggest," "Have you considered?" It sounds like, in my experience, typically people find that.
These are gold. And here's the thing. You'll hear these in business meetings, job interviews, negotiations, everywhere. So when you're practicing sales conversations, you're actually building transferable skills.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about something that makes a lot of English learners nervous: handling objections.
Oh, this is the tough part. When someone says, no, that's too expensive, or I'm not sure this is right for me, what do you do?
Well, first, don't panic. Objections are actually good. They mean the person is engaged and thinking seriously about the purchase. If someone just says, no thanks, and walks away, that's when you've lost them.
That's such a good mindset shift. So objections are opportunities to continue the conversation.
Exactly. Let's practice. Johnny, you be the customer and give me a price objection.
Okay, Sarah, I really like this laptop, but honestly, it's way more than I wanted to spend. I was thinking maybe half this price.
All right, here's what I wouldn't say. Well, you get what you pay for, or this is already our best price. Those phrases shut down the conversation and sound defensive.
Yeah, those feel like brick walls.
Exactly. Instead, I'd use what's called the feel, felt, found method. It sounds like this. I totally understand how you feel. A lot of our customers felt the same way initially, but what they found was that investing in a quality laptop actually saved them money in the long run because it lasted twice as long and didn't need repairs.
Whoa, break that down for our viewers because that was smooth.
Okay, the structure is feel, I understand how you feel. This validates their concern. You're not dismissing it. Felt, others felt the same way. This shows them they're not alone. Other smart people had the same hesitation. Found, but what they found was, this is where you share the positive outcome.
This is brilliant. And notice the language here. I understand, totally get it, makes sense. These are empathy phrases. They're relationship builders.
And here's a pro tip. In English, the word but can sometimes sound confrontational. So instead of saying, I understand, but here's why you're wrong, try using and instead. Like, I understand your concern, and let me share something that might help.
Oh, that's subtle but powerful. But creates opposition and creates addition.
Exactly. Let's practice another common objection. Johnny, tell me you need to think about it.
You know what, Sarah? I like it, but I need to think about it. Can I come back later?
Okay, the I need to think about it objection. This is actually code for I have concerns I haven't shared yet. So my job is to gently uncover those concerns. I might say, absolutely, I completely understand this is a big decision. Just so I can better help you when you come back, is it the price that's giving you pause, or is there something else about the laptop you're unsure about?
See what you did? You permitted me to think about it. Absolutely, I completely understand. But then you asked a clarifying question to uncover the real objection.
Right, because I need to think about it might mean the price is too high, I want to compare with other stores, my spouse needs to approve, I'm not sure it has all the features I need. I'm just not ready to decide today.
And each of those needs a different response, so asking that clarifying question is crucial.
Exactly. Now, let's say I respond, honestly, I want to check out the store across the street to compare.
Perfect. Now you're being honest with me, which I appreciate as a salesperson. I might say, that's really smart. You should definitely compare. When you're looking at the other options, make sure to check the warranty length, the processor speed, and the RAM. Those are the big differences you'll see. And hey, if you find something you like better, go for it. But if you come back here, I'll make sure we take good care of you.
Johnny, you just gave the customer permission to shop around. Isn't that risky?
It sounds risky, but it's actually a trust-building move. By showing confidence in your product and not being pushy, you're demonstrating integrity, and people remember that. They might go check out the competition, but they'll likely come back to the person who treated them with respect.
That's so true. And notice the language. That's really smart. You complimented their decision. You should definitely compare. You validated their approach. This makes the customer trust you because you're not just trying to make a quick sale.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about something that can make or break a sale. Closing techniques.
Oh, this is where a lot of English learners freeze up because they don't want to sound pushy.
Right, so let's learn some soft closes. These are ways to move toward a purchase without the aggressive, so are you gonna buy it or not?
Yeah, please never say that.
Absolutely not. Instead, we use assumptive language. For example, so should we get this set up for you today? Or would you like me to ring this up for you? Or what's the best delivery date for you, this week or next?
Those are great. Notice they all assume the sale is happening. You're not asking if they want to buy, you're asking how they want to proceed.
Another good one is the choice close. Would you prefer the silver or the space gray? Or did you want to pay in full or set up a payment plan?
Yes, you're giving them control by offering options, but both options lead to a sale.
Now, here's an important cultural note for English learners. In American business culture especially, there's a fine line between being confident and being pushy. You want to guide the conversation toward a close, but you never want to make someone feel cornered or pressured.
That's such an important distinction. In some cultures, aggressive selling is expected, but in English-speaking countries, especially the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, people value autonomy. They want to feel like they're making their own decision.
So phrases like, it's completely up to you, no pressure at all, take your time, are really important to include even as you're guiding them toward a decision.
Let's do a full conversation now, from start to finish. I'll be the salesperson, you're the customer. Ready?
Let's do it.
Hi there. Welcome to Phone Pro. How's your day going?
Pretty good, thanks. I'm actually looking for a new phone. Mine keeps dying at like 30% battery.
Oh man, that's so frustrating, especially when you need it most, right? So what kind of phone are you using now?
I've got an older Android, maybe 3 years old. I've been thinking about switching to iPhone, but I'm not sure.
Got it. Well, both are great options, honestly. What's making you consider switching?
I guess I like how iPhones integrate with other Apple products. My girlfriend has one, and it seems really smooth, but I'm worried about the learning curve.
That makes total sense. The ecosystem is definitely one of Apple's biggest strengths. Everything talks to each other seamlessly. And you know what? A lot of Android users worry about the learning curve, but most people I've worked with say they're comfortable within a week or two. The interface is actually pretty intuitive.
Really? Just a week or two?
Yeah, and we offer free setup assistance. I can walk you through transferring your contacts, photos, apps, everything, so you're not starting from scratch. Would that help ease some of the worry?
That would actually be great. Okay, so which model would you recommend?
Well, it depends on how you use your phone. Are you someone who takes a lot of photos? Do you watch videos? Gaming? What's your main usage?
Definitely photos and videos. I travel a lot for work, so I'm constantly taking pictures and filming short clips.
Perfect. Then you'd probably love the Pro model. The camera system is incredible. 3 lenses, night mode, 4K video. For someone who's creating content on the go, it's basically a professional camera in your pocket. Let me show you some sample photos taken with this phone.
Wow, these are actually really impressive.
Right? And the battery life is solid too. Fixes that 30% shutdown problem you've been having. You're looking at an all-day battery even with heavy use.
Okay, I'm interested. What's the price point?
So the Pro starts at $999 for 128 gigabytes storage. We also have 256 gigabytes for $1,099 and 512 gigabytes for $1,299. Based on your travel and photo usage, I'd lean towards at least the 256 gigabytes so you don't run out of space.
That's definitely more than I was planning to spend. I was thinking more like $600, $700.
I totally understand. That's a significant investment. A lot of customers initially feel the same way. What they found, though, is that these phones typically last 4 to 5 years with great performance, versus budget phones that might need replacing in 2 years. When you break it down, it's actually about $20 a month over the phone's lifespan. And we do offer financing if that helps make it more manageable.
Financing could work. What are the terms?
We have 0% interest for 24 months, so it'd be about $46 a month for the 256 gigabyte model. No hidden fees, and you can pay it off early anytime without penalty.
You know what? That actually makes it more doable.
But let me ask, what's your return policy? Just in case I really can't get used to iOS.
Great question. We have a 30-day return policy. If within the first month you're just not feeling it, bring it back for a full refund, no restocking fee. And honestly, with the setup help I mentioned, plus our free one-on-one tutorial sessions, I think you'll be just fine. But it's nice to have that safety net, right?
Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better about it.
Awesome. So would you like to go with the 256 gigabyte? And what color were you thinking? Graphite, silver, or gold?
Let's do the graphite in 256 gigabyte.
Perfect choice. Let me grab that for you and we'll get you all set up. Should take about 15 minutes to transfer everything from your old phone. Sound good?
Sounds great. Thanks.
Okay, let's pause there. That was a full sales cycle.
That was really natural. Let's break down what made it work because there were so many techniques packed in there.
Absolutely. First, I opened with a soft greeting, validated your problem, the dying battery, and then asked discovery questions to understand your needs.
The discovery questions were huge. You asked about my current phone, why I was considering switching, and how I use my phone. All of that gave you ammunition to present the right solution.
Exactly. Then, when you gave me the price objection, I used the feel, felt, found method, and I broke down the cost in a different way. $20 per month sounds way less scary than $999.
Yes, that's called reframing, and it's super powerful in both sales and everyday English communication. You didn't change the price, you just changed the perspective.
And when you asked about the return policy, that was actually a buying signal. You were already imagining owning the phone, but wanted reassurance, so I gave you that safety net.
Then you closed with a choice. Which color? Not, do you want to buy it? That assumptive language is so smooth.
Right. And throughout the whole conversation, I used collaborative language. Let me show you. We can get you set up. That makes sense. It's partnership language, not adversarial.
This is why sales conversations are perfect for English learners. You're learning question formation, open-ended versus closed questions, active listening and response, objection handling with empathy, persuasive language without being pushy, closing techniques, reading social cues, tone and pace of conversation.
Plus, you're building confidence. Sales conversations have a structure, which means you can practice and improve. It's not random chit-chat. There's a beginning, middle, and end.
Let's give our viewers some homework. Sarah, what should they practice?
Great idea. Here's what I recommend. Exercise 1. Record yourself doing a mock sales conversation. Sell something you own, your phone, your favorite book, your coffee maker. Pretend you're selling it to a friend. Listen back and notice your tone, your pace, your word choices.
Exercise 2, watch TV shows or YouTube videos with sales scenarios. Shows like Shark Tank are perfect. Notice how entrepreneurs pitch their products. What language do they use? How do they handle tough questions?
Exercise 3, practice the feel, felt, found method in everyday situations. Your friend doesn't want to go to the movies? I understand how you feel. You're tired. I felt the same way last week, but what I found was that getting out actually energized me more than staying home.
You're using sales techniques on your friends.
It's not manipulation, it's persuasive communication. There's a difference.
Fair enough. Exercise 4, learn these power phrases by heart. I understand how you feel. That's a great question. What I'd recommend is, based on what you've told me, does that make sense? How does that sound?
And exercise 5, role play. Find a language partner or practice with a friend. Take turns being the salesperson and the customer. It's okay to be awkward at first. That's how you learn.
You know what I love about this topic? Sales conversations force you to think on your feet. You can't script everything. Your customer might say something unexpected, and you have to respond naturally.
That's real fluency. It's not about memorizing dialogues, it's about understanding principles and adapting them to the moment.
Exactly. And here's something encouraging. Native speakers mess up sales conversations all the time. We fumble, we use filler words like and and we have to rephrase ourselves. It's normal.
Oh my gosh, yes. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for clear communication and genuine connection.
Let's talk about body language and tone, too, because in sales conversations, how you say something is just as important as what you say.
So true. Even though our viewers can't see us right now, in real sales situations, your body language matters. Smile. People can actually hear a smile in your voice, even on the phone.
Maintain eye contact, but don't stare. Nod to show you're listening. Lean in slightly to show interest. Mirror the customer's energy. If they're high energy and excited, match that. If they're calm and thoughtful, don't bulldoze them with enthusiasm.
And tone. Practice varying your pitch and pace. If you speak in a monotone, people zone out. Use emphasis on key words. Let's try this sentence in different ways. This laptop is perfect for your needs versus this laptop is perfect for your needs.
Ooh, I like that. The first emphasizes the product, the second emphasizes the personalization.
Exactly. And here's a secret. Slow down when you're saying something important. Now, this comes with a 5-year warranty. Pause, which covers everything. That pause lets the value sink in.
These are advanced techniques, but English learners can start practicing them right away. Even if your vocabulary isn't perfect, good delivery can make you incredibly effective.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about cultural differences in sales conversations, because this is important for international English learners.
Yes, in the US, we tend to value enthusiasm and positivity. Phrases like, absolutely, definitely, that's great, is common. We smile a lot even when delivering information.
In the UK, there's often more understatement. Instead of, this is amazing, you might hear, this is quite good, actually, which is high praise. British humor in sales tends to be more dry and self-deprecating.
In Australia, there's a strong emphasis on being genuine and down to earth. Australians can smell BS from a mile away, so keep it real and don't oversell.
The key across all English-speaking cultures, though, respect the customer's intelligence. Don't lie, don't exaggerate wildly, don't pressure. Build trust.
And if you mess up, maybe you give wrong information or make a mistake, just own it. You know what? I apologize. I gave you incorrect information. Let me check on that and get back to you with the right answer.
Honesty and integrity will take you so much further than a perfect sales pitch.
All right, we've covered so much today. Sarah, can you recap the key takeaways?
Absolutely. Here's what we learned. Number 1, sales conversations are perfect for English learning because they combine vocabulary, grammar, tone, cultural awareness, and improvisation all in one. Number 2, start with soft openings. Build rapport before you sell.
Number 3, ask discovery questions, open-ended ones that get the customer talking about their needs. Number 4, practice active listening and use phrases that show empathy. I understand. That makes sense. I hear you.
Number 5, master the feel, felt, found method for handling objections. It validates concerns while providing solutions.
Number 6, use assumptive and collaborative language when closing. Guide, don't push. Number 7, remember that how you say something matters as much as what you say. Tone, pace, and body language are crucial.
And number 8, practice, practice, practice. Role play, record yourself, watch examples, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
You know what's amazing? Everything we talked about today applies beyond sales. Job interviews, networking events, even asking someone on a date. It's all about understanding needs, building connections, handling objections, and presenting yourself effectively.
That's the beauty of learning English through practical scenarios. You're not just learning language, you're learning life skills.
So here's our challenge to you. This week, try to sell something. It doesn't have to be real. Sell your favorite movie to a friend. Convince your family to try a new restaurant. Pitch a project idea at work. Use the techniques we discussed.
And then notice what works. Which phrases felt natural? Which ones felt forced? That self-awareness is how you improve.
If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to subscribe to Native Speakers. We're dropping new lessons every week, covering everything from business English to casual conversations to pronunciation tips.
We're here to help you become confident, fluent, and natural in English. Not textbook English, real English that you'll actually use in your life.
Drop a comment below telling us what's the hardest part of sales conversations for you. Is it the opening, handling objections, closing? Let us know, and we might create a follow-up video addressing your specific challenges.
And if you want more practice with business English, check out our playlist on professional communication. We've got episodes on negotiations, presentations, email writing, and more.
Remember, learning English is a journey, not a destination. Every conversation is practice, every mistake is a lesson, and every day you're getting better.
So keep practicing, stay confident, and most importantly, have fun with it. Sales conversations can actually be really enjoyable when you approach them as a game of understanding people and solving problems.
All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, this is Donnie.
And Sarah from Native Speakers, reminding you to keep speaking, keep learning, and keep growing.
See you next time.
See you next time.